Let's deal with the topic of transposition, and it's in grade 5. I'm using music theory in practice. You'll be asked to transpose a passage an octave higher, a major second, a minor third, and a perfect fifth. Let's start with an octave higher, and we're transposing from alto clef to treble clef. As you can see, we already have the notes that we want to transpose. I've taken them from this book on page 15, exercise 3. I've just taken the first 2 bars that are there. So we are transposing this particular passage an octave higher. What do you need to consider when you are thinking of transposing? One is the key signature. As you can see, we have this key signature over here. Key signature. And then the other thing that you need to consider is the direction. I'll tell you the direction of what. The other thing you need to consider is the distance. Okay. Then you also need to consider the stems. And last but not least, accidentals. Good. Let's look at this particular passage and where are we exactly transposing it from. We are doing an octave higher. So when we are doing an octave higher, we definitely know that the key signature is not going to be affected. What is an octave? An octave is when you're moving from one note to another of the same name, whether you're moving higher or lower. So if you have A and you're moving to the next A and you're writing the song maybe a pitch higher, but in the same key, okay? In the same key of A. Then you have moved an octave higher. In between an octave, you're going to have 7 notes. Octave means 8. So the 8th note, which is going to be the exact same note as the one you have started. Okay, whether you're going lower or higher, you can say an octave higher, an octave lower. So in this case, you're moving an octave higher. So meaning you're moving from one A to the next A that is a higher pitch. All right. So this clef that I have here is alto clef, and I am moving to a treble clef, and I am supposed to go an octave higher. So when we consider the key signature, definitely we are not changing the key. It's going to be the same key, but the arrangement of the key signature must be considered, because the arrangement of the key signature in the alto clef, as you can see, we are starting with the second space, but then for the G clef, you will have to start your flat from the middle line. That's where your B is, and then you go to your E. And when you're arranging a flat, it's really easy because you just keep going down. Then you take this one down again, and there you go. You're done with the 4 flats. Then you put your time signature right there. Very good. Then now you check the direction. The direction is that you're supposed to go higher, okay? You're supposed to take these notes up. So let's just, let me put an arrow here just to show that we are actually moving things higher. So that is good for the direction. Now the distance. The distance that we are moving is an octave. So we are moving this note to the next of its same name, all right, higher. So what's our first note over here? So if this is C, then this is definitely F. So you're going to the F. This one is middle C, okay? The F that is below middle C, usually just picture that it would actually be on F clef where there are 2 dots. So now you're supposed to move the F that is now above. So the F that is above middle C will be where? In G clef. That's what you're supposed to think about. Where will it be? If I go an octave higher, and this F that is here is the F that is usually at the F clef where there are 2 dots. So if I move an octave higher, I'll be going to the G clef. Then I'll definitely be talking about this F that is over here, all right? Okay, I'm talking about this F that is over here. The other thing you're supposed to note is, when you talk of octave, then definitely the note that you're talking about must be the same exact. That is a clue by itself. So don't make a mistake of going to the F that is 2 octaves high. Okay, so from there, you just put down the other notes. Here we have the rest of a quiver, and then you go a fifth up, or you just check to be sure which note it is, and then a rest there, and then there you go. And then you take, this is a third, a fifth, this is an octave. You go an octave lower from this one. This is a C. So I'm going to take an octave lower from the C. That will take me to a middle C. So I'm going to put it here. And then from there I take a second. So I'll be on this space over here of D. Okay. And then from there, I'm going to take another second. So I'll be here on this particular line. Okay, there you go. And then these are quivers that are put together. So I'm going to put them like that. And then I put my natural sign here and my natural sign over here. And I think I'm good to go. From there, make sure that you put everything in order as it's supposed to be. Just to be sure. It's very important to be sure which note you have put. All right. Here we have F. This is F. Okay. And this is C. And from here we have E, D, and this is C. Okay. So my note here, is it F? Yes, this is F. My note over here, is this C? Yes, it's a C, which is above middle C. My note here, is it a C? Yes, it's a C. Just to be sure. The note here, is it a D? Yes, it's a D. And then here, is it E? Yes, it's E. So you're good to go with the key signature, direction, distance. The stems are going up, nothing to be worried about when you come to stems. And the accidentals, I've just put them as they are. And that's it about transposing an octave higher. Let's go to transposing an octave lower.